Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be diving into this Wednesday, November 6th NBA slate here on Draftkings, and I will mention one difference over that I prefer somebody else over on FanDuel, but I'm going to keep this on Draftkings. I'm more familiar with the Draftkings pricing. I don't want to go over to FanDuel and give kind of an uneducated opinion or play thing like that. So if you have not already, though, please do leave a like on this video. I greatly appreciate your support as always. And if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. I'm happy to give y'all advice when I can, whether it's DraftKings, FanDuel, Yahoo, any DFS site, or season-long questions. Now, over here on DraftKings, we're going to start off pretty quickly. We do have a pretty solid value play, actually, in my opinion. I'm okay with him in cash. A lot of people are going to disagree with that, and I understand why, because he does have a fairly low floor. But COBY White for Chicago is actually a decent play at 3,600 for me in cash. I'm okay with it. I'll prefer him in tournaments. I definitely will admit that. But at the same time, I think he's got like a 15-point floor tonight, and at 3,600, that's all the value you really need. So I'm okay with that as a salary saver. I need to save some money tonight because there are a couple injuries I will mention real quick. But with these guys that are hopefully starting in place of the injured, we're going to be looking to pay up for some studs. I'm not going total stars and scrubs tonight, I'll tell you that right now, but we are definitely going to be trying to play Cat at 10K over here on DraftKings, but on FanDuel, I will definitely lean towards Andre Drummond. It's not really worth the 800 to me over here on DraftKings, but on FanDuel, it just makes too much sense to me to go up to Drummond for an extra 300 FanDuel dollars. He's been an absolute fantasy point per minute monster on FanDuel, averaging like 1.58, I think, fantasy points per minute on FanDuel. So I definitely prefer Drummond over there, but I'm going to take Cat on DK comfortably in cash. And then Kawhi Leonard, he's out tonight for load management, which sucks because I like to see him go head-to-head with Giannis. I prefer Giannis over Kawhi, and I really like to watch them play against each other. But he is out. That's going to open up things for JaMychal Green and Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet is not as strong of a play as JaMychal Green if Green starts. And if Shamet starts, I might even still prefer JaMychal Green a little bit. I expect Green to get the start, but if for any reason he doesn't, I still might even prefer him. But this is one of my favorite value plays on the slate. They are both 3,900, and that's going to be a cash lock, whichever one of them starts. And then staying on board with the Clippers, though, at 6,500, Lou Williams, with Kawhi Leonard off the court, his usage rating goes through the roof. I expect this to be a very safe play tonight with a solid floor and a very high ceiling for Lou Williams tonight. Makes a lot of sense to me over here on both sides, honestly. So I'm going to be locking him into my cash lineup. With no Kawhi, we get a big boost to him. So it's just one of those plays where it makes too much sense to me to play him. And I didn't mean to tag Shamet in there, but I will plug in Green because I preferred JaMychal Green. And then one of my other tournament plays, or one of my favorite tournament plays, is actually going to be RJ Barrett. So it's 6,700 here on DK, and he's only 7K, I think, on FanDuel. Let's see, I think he's 7K exactly. Yeah, RJ Barrett, 7K. I'm okay with him on both sides for tournaments. He's getting the minutes that we need to see from him, and playing against this Detroit team, I think he could have. I think he might have a higher assist percentage tonight than he has in the past. He's in a pretty solid spot. I think it's actually going to be kind of overlooked, underrated. RJ Barrett's been, obviously he's getting the minutes. Everybody knows he's getting the minutes. His only dud game was against Orlando when he only played 31 minutes and the team only put up 83 points. Other than that, he's been putting up essentially 35 plus every single night. 33, 34, 38. And so on. So I'm okay with him. I think he's got a much higher ceiling than we've seen from him so far this season. So solid tournament play with him there. And then where's 5,300? Let's see. Where's shooting guard? 5,300, Bruce Brown Jr. There he is. He is getting all the minutes he can handle, 40, 37, and throughout his career, he's only getting like 0.6 fantasy points per minute. But over these last two games, he's averaging well over a fantasy point per minute. I just don't see how you don't play Bruce Brown until he is not starting. He is going to be in my lineups unless we see like a monster dud from him or something like that. We have to hope he stays out of foul trouble, though. Don't get me wrong, 5-5. That's definitely scary. If he gets those two early fouls in the first quarter and doesn't come back in until halfway through the second, that's always a very ugly start. But you can't make cash lines based off of fear of foul trouble. So for that reason, 5,300 for Bruce Brown. Love the price. Love to play him. Feel comfortable doing so. So I'm definitely going to be locking him into my cash lineup. And essentially the only difference that I have over here on FanDuel is that Drummond play. I'm definitely going to lean Drummond on FanDuel, especially with the way the scoring is, the steals and the blocks. He's just got a higher point per minute rate. So I'm going to lean Drummond over here for the small price difference. But I do hope I can make these NBA videos for you guys every single Wednesday, I think is what my goal is going to be. And then maybe on Thursdays I can do a NFL showdown video as I have been, and then I might even be able to do an NBA video as well. Because we're playing every single day, 7 days a week. We are playing NBA over on dfs-squid.com. We absolutely crushed it these past few days. We had a GPP takedown, I think, 4 or 5 days ago now. We had a member play, I think, $40 worth of lineups, and they won $3,500. And other than that, though, the cash lineups have been consistently killing it. We wish we could take down GPPs in tournaments every single night. Unfortunately, it's just not the case. We have to rely on our cash lineups. And they have just been absolutely smoking it. Last night was a great night for the DK boys, and the FanDuel boys cashed as well. So if you have any questions about the website at all, dfs-squid.com. The link is in the description below. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. DM me on Twitter if you just want to have a private one-on-one conversation. If you can post it in the comment section below because you don't care, that's great too. I can get back to you there. But go over there, make a free account. We give away free content at least once a week. And more than that, though, if you are ever at all interested on the actual content, we give out the paid content. We're giving out a full cash lineup for DraftKings, a full cash lineup for FanDuel, and then a lineup that's going to have one gap in it, kind of like this, or I'm sorry, two holes in it, kind of like this, and we'll call it the GPP core. So we can't give away a full tournament lineup because if 40, 50 people play it, then everybody's going to be splitting the prize if it does very well. So we give away a lineup like this and then let you fill in the last 2 slots with our FSR Plus, the fantasy-specific ratings, which is a proprietary algorithm that we have. It's very unique, independent, obviously, but it's been very accurate to start off the NBA year, and it's also doing very well in NFL. So if you do have any questions, feel free to get back to me on that. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. If you don't have any questions, at least go make a free account so you can access the free content that we post once a week. There's no reason for you not to. It's just beyond helpful. So I hope to see some of you guys over there on the website. I hope to see some of you guys on Twitter. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about tonight's NBA slate. I'm off all day from work, and I will be around. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. Good luck to everyone tonight. And then tomorrow morning we will go over to the Thursday Night Football Showdown slate. So I'll see you then.